So what are we looking at, Senator, as far as like cuts and possible solutions from the General Assembly?
Well, the problem is the timeline on this, and the timeline is that people were sent, to respond to new funding that would initiate October 1st.
Right.
And they were asked to finish that paperwork very recently in the last week or so. And so the legislative component is more about advocacy, because one of the solutions, at least temporarily, might be an ARPA, but ARPA wouldn't be until a fall or January session, which would be after the cuts to the services.
Right.
And so the reason you saw a walkout after a very long dialogue around the issues was because people, I don't know if you caught the tail end of my remarks to those who were still
I was
here.
outside a little bit.
Yeah, but is that solutions need to be understood not only by those who filled out those applications for the reduced funding, but it must be the greatest concern are those who work for them, who will be asked to do more with much less.
Right.
And so...
And it sounds like they're already pretty strapped as it is.
Yeah, and they already are.
Yeah.
And so my concern at the end was that SAMHSA has given tens of millions of dollars to the state of Rhode Island to specifically address the kind of services or increase the kind of services that were discussed. I think they would be very concerned to find out that there were cuts.
Yeah.
I think that also the legislature was presented with a budget only a few months ago that did not demonstrate cuts for these kind of services.
That was my next question. Where was the disconnect? Why didn't we see this coming? We should have seen this coming down months down the road, right?
Well,
Why?
as a legislator, I'm not on finance, but nobody presented that there could potentially be a cut for these kind of services.
Right. Is it because of the change
Yeah.
in administration?
And the third thing I pointed out to was we started an opioid stewardship fund with a minimum of $5 million a year,
Right.
specifically to address these kind of services. And those who are about that kind of service would be really concerned to find out that while that stewardship fund had been established, that now we have a potential cut to those kind of services.
And that's the other thing too. Where is that money, and where is it sitting, and how
That's
is
one
it?
of the outstanding issues, is
Yeah,
to
right.
figure out where that money is.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you very much for your
You're
time.
welcome.